Hello YouTubers, this is the Good Nurse with another video for you. This is the second for the day. Let me just get it to where I want. Okay, what you're looking at here is, is a altered picture frame. And I did this frame, and the name on here says Minnie. And I made this for a friend of mine who's been quite helpful to me while I've been out sick. I've been at home, and she's been, helpful to me in, getting my errands done and taking care of business while I'm home sick. So I decided to make this for her. So ordinarily I do a lot of scrap shopping and not a lot of actually scrap doing, but I have some time now. So anyway, I got this frame from the 99-cent store. It's a 4x6 plastic frame that you stick the picture in the back. And to start out, I painted it. Initially, I had taken the Tim Holtz crackle paint, and I had used old paper, because when I started out doing this Minnie, I wanted to do vintage colors, because Minnie and I have been friends for like going on 16 years. So I wanted a kind of vintagey look, but I did want some nice colors in it. So the crackle paint didn't really work on the plastic too well. It crackled and it flaked off. So I found some paint from some folk art paint from an old kit that I had before, and I took the color linen and I painted the frame over the crackle paint that was there. So that effect was nice. It had a kind of, even though it didn't crackle, it had this sort of rough look that I liked. Then after the paint was dry, I got my, I have another Cricut cartridge called Heirloom, and that's got a lot of vintagey papers on it. It's not a regular cartridge, it just has papers on this. So you could print out a large piece of paper, or you could print out a particular shape that you want, and it's got some vintage papers on there. So I printed out a 4x6 and I stuck it on the back, and it's kind of hard to see. I'll bring it in a little bit closer for a second, but it's kind of hard to see. It has dress forms on it. There's a open space in the corner right there. So I put that on, and the shape that's there, I think it's called a top note. That was on the Imagine also. It's one of those stock photos type of thing. So I just flood filled it with a sort of goldish kind of color that was on the cartridge. And the top note shape I ran it through my Cuttlebug, and then I distressed them both with I think it was old paper, the Distress Stain by Tim Holtz. The dress form that you see there, that's not Tim Holtz. I got that off of Forever Young. There's a dress form on Forever Young. So I cut that out. I didn't print it. I stuck some glittery black paper on the mat, and I just had that, and I just cut it out at 4 inches and stuck it on. Let's see. The word or her name, Minnie, I don't have any font cartridges, but I do have a cartridge called Blast Off that has some cute lettering on it, but the lettering is very brightly colored, and it looked very carnival-y, and that didn't match with my theme. So again, I just stuck the same black paper on the mat, and I cut the letters out at a 1/2 inch. The flowers that you see on there are all Recollections, the Mulberry paper flowers, and I took some Perfect Pearls mist, and I misted them. The little brown butterfly up at the top that's just a butterfly that I hot glued down. I got that from the dollar store. The larger copper one is the Martha Stewart, I think it's called Monarch Butterfly punch, and I punched it out and I did a 3D effect. That's an idea that I saw off of YouTube. I forget who did that. And I just put a little, I just decorated it with a little bit of stickles. I also took some, the glitter that you see on there is from Martha Stewart also, and I just kind of edged the top note and the bottom. Let's see what else I want to tell you. The little charms, the little pear-shaped charms, bling, excuse me, is from Jolie's, and I chose that color green because that's her birthstone. It's peridot, and so it's not an exact match, but it's close enough. And the tokens I have, these are Tim Holtz Muse tokens, and I picked 3 sentiments, and I tied them on some ribbon, and I hung them on the frame, and I attached it on the back with some glue, and I wanted them to move, but by the time I put the flowers on, it kind of impinged the movement a little bit, but it still moves. It makes a little noise. So the 3 that I picked were Unique, Lifetime, and Genuine. Okay, and try not to get in frame because not looking good right now. The back here is another Recollections flower that I put the Perfect Pearls on. The border that you see is a border that I got from Michaels when they were having one of their Recollection sales. And then the back here is just brown cardstock. I just wanted to have a finished look on here. The little swirly things that you see behind this flower is another Martha Stewart punch. That's the filigree heart, and I hot glued that down, and I stuck the flower on top of that. The reason why I did that was because the flowers here, when I hot glued them down and then I adhered the ribbon for these tokens, it was it was a really big mess back here with all the glue and the loose ribbon. So I trimmed the ribbon down, but I put the flowers up a little bit to try and hide the glue, and it hit it a little bit, but wasn't really happy with it. So that's why I did this. And so I just I cut out the hearts and I stuck them there, and I stuck the flower on there, so you can't really see the mess. You can't see the mess that the flowers in the front made. And if you look on the back, you just see the back of the trellis and the back of the flower. That doesn't look too bad. If you look at it from the side and the top, you can see it there. I think I might have to think of something else to put there. But the back, the way I have the back right now, I'm okay with it because at least it looks finished. I wasn't going to do it initially, but once I looked at it from the back, I wasn't happy with it. Even though these things are supposed to be, you're supposed to be looking at them front ways. I really didn't want that that mess in the back, so that's why I did that. I'll bring it in a little bit closer for you to see the border and see what I did with the heart. Let me get this out the way. I'm sorry, I'm in my kitchen. Okay, so that's a close-up of the flower. It's pink and white. I'm dying to get some I Am Roses, but these Recollection ones, these are really nice. The paper ones, these are really nice. So that's it. This is brown cardstock, and I'll show you the front. I'm going to bring it closer without me getting in the frame, so I don't scare anyone. Okay, those are the flowers. Those are the Muse tokens. That's my friend's name. Here's the butterfly. This is the, you can't see how green it is because of the lighting in here. At least I don't think. I'm sorry. And these are just some little, I don't even know what the heck to call these little things. I got a bunch of them in different colors. They're cute. This little round thing in the corner. So I put them I put them on each corner. Here's the dress form with little pearls. That's the Recollections also. I don't know if I mentioned it. I just, it was a piece of trim, and I just picked off the end of it and put it around there. And that's the dress form. As you can see, because the bottom is swirled. The Tim Holtz form is pretty much straight up and down. And so that's another flower that I put the Perfect Pearls on. And last but not least, this is my little dollar store butterfly. I just wanted to put him there because that space looked kind of empty. And that's the bottom. And that's my friend's name, 3D Butterfly. And so you're going to be seeing another one of these. I have one that I'm doing for myself. I've already put the base coat on. It's going to be pink. So I put the base coat on for that one. So you'll be seeing that in the next couple of days. And I've been kind of looking around my house for things that I can alter. So I'm working on that, and I have a vase that I put a base coat on. I'm going to do something with that too. So anyway, that's it. Before I start rambling, that's it. And if I don't load another video, if you don't hear from me, thanks for watching.